Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about how we keep moving forward when stuff is going on all around us. And this is any company and anywhere, but this is a unique skill because some people get just so easily distracted. And so when things go wrong, or there's some challenges or some adversity, within your company, within what's going on around you, how does that affect you? Because how you handle it is important, because if everybody did it the right way, there would be no challenges. But that's like a pipe dream. That's like a fairy tale, right? So the first thing, I got 5 things for you. The first thing is it a speed bump or a wall? Some things are just temporary. It will pass and you can get through it, and you get through it as a team and together. And others step up to the plate and they fill in for that person who had to leave, or maybe was sick, or going to be out just a few days versus a long-term period of time. But you know what a speed bump is. It's a little bump, right? It's not a barrier. You don't have to go through it. It's not going to slow the company down. But some people, what's the term? They make mountains out of molehills. They make things bigger than they actually are. Don't be that person. And if you know you're that person, you got to stop. And the reality is, because no one wants to be around that, I want to be around a bunch of positive people who have the same vision, same thought. The ship's going forward. We know there's a challenge right there. No big deal. We'll get through it. And we all got to work a little harder. Then we got to work a little harder. That's the way you need to think about things. Second thing is that always remember that the path of success leads right through the dump. I always smile when I say that, because I think about a car just literally stop in the middle of a dump. Who would drive through a dump? But the idea is that, that it's just not always glorious. It's not always these, tree-lined streets and beautiful lawns and majestic water views and things like that. Sometimes when you're trying to get somewhere to do great things, bad things happen. And you have to understand that. So sometimes you're going to have that. And often that leads to number 3 for me, is that if you're going to have a testimony, a beautiful story that people want to hear how your company grew and how your company got to where it is, then you got to have a test. You're going to be tested all the time. And you can look back. If you take where you are today and look back to just 1 year ago and see how you have grown, but think about the test that you went through and you got through it, but you're still a better company today. So it means you kept moving forward, navigated the ship in rough waters, but you didn't let those things stop you. The ship is still several hundred miles down the road. It kept going. That's the beauty of leadership. That's what happens when you got a bunch of people with the same vision all the way through. And the idea is that, number 4, is that some of these problems you might think are big, but they're not. You're going to lose employees. You're going to have disgruntled employees. You're going to be training continuously with people. Those things just happen. You're going to have a new employee that, rocks the boat a little bit, or just might be so daggone nice that is irritating. It's just a new personality. I always say that when one new person is added to a team, you have a new team, because the team has to adjust to this new personality. That new person does have to adjust to the team, but the team still has to adjust to the new person, and everybody plays their roles and learns how to get along and picks up the nuances of the new person, and eventually it blends in and it's all well. But there's an adjustment period, right? So that path is that we all go through that. But you have to understand, take a couple deep breaths and keep the vision. I've mentioned vision 4 times at least so far in this video, which leads to number 5, is that vision is the key. Your mission statement is the key. Never take your eye off the prize. No matter what's going on, stay focused, locked in. Where's the company going? What is the company trying to do? What are the goals of the company, and what is the mission of the company? If you keep all decision making based upon those things, you're going to be fine every day. So don't make something that's insignificant a problem. Don't talk to other people about the problem. You're either a problem solver or a problem maker, right? It's, the idea is, well, I'm a good person, but no, if you're chatting about the problems without having the solutions to the problems, you fall in the category you probably don't like. So we all are in this together. And the idea is that we have to understand is that to get to where we're going, we're often not going to have a clear path. But the idea is that we know where we're going. That's more important. If you took the best marksman in the world, and just say they're aiming that gun at the target, but I said, wait a minute, I put a blindfold on that marksman and I spin them around in circles and I say, now hit the target. Well, you can't hit what you can't see. So what are the expectations? But as long as you can see, as long as you know where you're going, as long as the company knows where it's going, there aren't any problems that can rock you. Until the next time, this is Chuck. You have a great day. Bye-bye.